Language Book 4, Unit 8, page 66. An Animal Dictionary.
Words in dictionaries are in alphabetical order. You can use a dictionary to check the spelling of a word or to find out what a word means.
Ant. A small insect with a sting. Many ants live under the ground in big groups called colonies. Bear. A big wild mammal with thick fur and a short tail. Cheetah. A big African wild cat that can run very fast. Dog. An animal kept for guarding buildings, working on farms or for hunting. Elephant. A very large wild mammal with thick grey skin and a long nose called a trunk. Fox. A wild animal, like a small dog with red-brown fur and a thick tail. Giraffe. A tall African mammal with a very long neck and very long legs. Hawk. A large bird that kills small animals for food. Ibis. A large bird with a long neck, long legs and a curved beak. It lives near water in hot countries. Jackal. A wild African or Asian mammal, like a dog. Kangaroo. A big Australian mammal that moves by jumping. It carries its baby in a pouch. Lamb. A baby sheep. Moose. A big deer that lives in North America, Northern Europe and Asia. Newt. A small amphibian with a long tail. It lives mainly in water. Orangutan. An ape with long, orange hair. Python. A reptile. A snake that kills animals by wrapping itself around them. Queen bee. A large female insect. The queen bee lays eggs for the colony. Rabbit. A small furry mammal with long ears, large teeth and a short tail. Squirrel. A grey or red-brown mammal with a long, thick tail. It lives in trees. Tiger. A big Asian wild cat that has yellow and black fur. Unicorn. An imaginary animal like a horse with a single long horn on its head. Vole. A small mammal like a mouse, but with a short tail. Walrus. A large sea mammal with two very long tusks. X-ray fish. A fish with see-through skin so all its bones show. Yak. A big mammal like an ox with long hair and horns. It comes from Tibet and Central Asia. Zebra. An African mammal like a horse with black and white stripes on its body.
An Animal Encyclopedia.
An encyclopedia is an information book. The information is in alphabetical order. You can use an encyclopedia to find information.
Giant panda. The giant panda looks like a bear. It has got black and white fur. It can grow up to 1.6 meters long, and it weighs 75 to 100 kilograms. The giant panda lives in cold bamboo forests in China. It eats bamboo shoots. Giant pandas are in danger. They are very rare. There are fewer than 180 pandas in captivity and fewer than 1,600 pandas in the wild. Zoos are trying to help giant pandas to have babies, but it is very difficult. Giraffe. A giraffe is a hoofed animal. It has got long legs and a long neck. It is 3 meters tall from the shoulder to the ground. Its neck is 2.5 meters long. A giraffe's skin is pale with a red-brown pattern. It has got small horns on its head. Giraffes live in African grasslands. They eat leaves and can live for a long time without water. They usually sleep standing up. Giraffes live in small groups with a male giraffe as their leader.
So now, after we have listened to the audiobook, an ant is a small insect which sting يعني تلدغ أو تلسع. Okay. A bear, a big wild mammal with thick fur and short tail. Mammal, which means من الثدييات, which gives babies, بتلد فقط. Okay. Cheetah, a big African wild cat that can run very fast. Wild here, which means بري. A dog, an animal kept for guarding buildings. Guarding, which means يحرس. Okay, for the elephant, a very large wild mammal with thick gray skin and a long nose called trunk. Trunk, which means الزلومة. For the fox, a wild animal like a small dog, which with red-brown fur and a thick tail. وديله سميك شوية. A giraffe is a tall African mammal with a very long neck and very long legs. A hawk, اللي هو الصقر يعني, a large bird that kills animals for food. Apes, a large bird with long neck, long legs and curved beak. منقاره معوج كده شوية. It lives near water in hot countries. Jackal, اللي هو شبه الذئب, a wild African or Asian mammal like a dog. Kangaroo is a big Australian mammal that moves by jumping. It carries its baby in a pouch. pouch اللي هو الجراب كده اللي بتشيل فيه طفلة. Lamb, a baby sheep. A moose is a big deer, غزالة كبيرة, that lives in North America, Northern Europe and Asia. Newt, a small amphibian with a long tail. It lives mainly in water. Okay, so here amphibian means برمائي, يعني شوية بيعيش في المية وشوية بيعيش على الأرض. We have here orangutan, which is a kind of monkeys or an ape with long orange hair, نوع من أنواع القرود. And python, a reptile, look like a snake that kills animals by wrapping itself around them. نوع من أنواع التعابين الضخمة طبعا. Okay, a queen bee is a large female insect. The queen bee lays eggs for the colony. Okay, colony, which means مجموعة النحل بتوعهم. Okay, rabbit, a small furry mammal with long ears, large teeth, and a short tail. Squirrel is a gray or red-brown mammal with a long, thick tail. It lives in trees Okay, for the unicorn, it is an imaginary animal like a horse with a single long horn on its head. So here, horn, which means اللي هو القرن. A foal is a small mammal like a mouse, but with a short tail. A walrus, a large sea mammal with two very long tusks. Okay, here tusks, which means a nib. A X-ray fish is a fish with see-through skin so all its bones show. تقدر تشوف عظمها. A yak is a big mammal like an ox, شبه الثور, with long hair and horns. It comes from Tibet and Central Asia. Okay, for the zebra, an African mammal like a horse with black and white stripes on its body. Okay, so now moving to the giant panda. It looks like a bear. It has got black and white fur. It can grow up to 1.6 meters long and it weighs 75 to 100 kilograms. A giant panda lives in cold bamboo forests in China. It eats bamboo shoots. Giant pandas are in danger. They are very rare, نادرين جدا. There are fewer than 180 pandas in captivity and fewer than 1,600 pandas in the wild. Those are trying to help giant panda to have babies, but it is very difficult. Okay, we have here the most important nouns in Unit 8. Let's read it together. Bones, whisker, comb, horn, tusk, mud, thumb, pouch, crumb, clony, mammal, fur, beak, encyclopedia, amphibian, reptile, leader, pattern, breeze. We have here the most important verbs: hunt, solve, flap, tease, threaten, check, guard, tear down, roll, sting. Here we have some important adjectives: giant, thick, furry, wild, imaginary, pale, rare, hoofed, curved. Okay, in exercise number 1, look at the dictionary page. What is an animal like a dog? Jackal. So try to think in number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you will find the model answer in the next slide. Okay, in number 1 here, put these animals in the correct place in the dictionary, and you will find the model answer in the next slide. So here we have in exercise number 1, underline the owner. So try to think carefully and you will find the model answer in the next slide. So here in exercise number 2, we are going to add the apostrophe to each sentence, and then you are going to write it down in the space. Okay, here we have in exercise number 2, look at the pictures, answer the questions, and you will find the model answer in the next slide. Okay, here in exercise number 1, say the silent B words and write them. Okay, here we have in exercise number 2, 3, 4. Try to think by yourself and you will find the model answer in the next slide. Till here we have finished unit 8, so try to listen for reading for enrichment in the next 2 slides, and till next time, be safe.
Unit 8. Reading for Enrichment, page 73. Animal Fun.
Can you solve this?
Teaser.
By Tony Mitten.
What kind of ants tear down trees? What kind of ants roll in the mud to take their ease? What kind of ants have 4 knees? What kind of ants flap their ears in the breeze? What kind of ants spell their name with 2 E's? Shh! Don't tell. It's a tease.
Answer. Elephants.
Undersea tea.
By Tony Mitten.
Oliver the octopus, underneath the sea, swimming very slowly, looking for his tea. Makes a little bubble, gives a little grin. Hi there, fishes, come on in.